Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Curtin, and welcome back to Walt Disney Landers. Hope you guys have been enjoying your stay this far. Hope you guys have been having a good time. Hope you're staying safe. This is week number 2 of the NCP Season 5. Week number 2, we're taking on my good pal, Grandmasterd.rey, coach of the San Diego Snugglers. So if you guys are excited for today's Wi-Fi battle, please hit the like button and subscribe button if you guys are new. And let's get right into this. So I realized before I recorded this that I probably should do like a blank team builder slide, so that way I don't have my first mon up for stupidly long. But I'm too lazy to go make it. So next week I'll have like a blank slide showing the matchup and not my mon. But until then, that's not my problem. I also don't think it's too big of a deal, but it's just something I think about. So nonetheless, we did take a pretty big dub last week in Stavion. We are currently number 1 in the league because we are the only person to 6-0 week 1. So we're hoping to keep up with that momentum, and I really want to kick D-Ray's ass. If you guys don't know, NCP this season is being run by me, Owen, OG Albina, and Grandmasterd.rey. And I love D-Ray to death. He's a great human being. He's an awesome guy. Please go, phenomenal content. Go check him out if you haven't already. But oh my god, D-Ray has given me 85,000 headaches in the past, it's March. So in the past 2.5 months of 2021, D-Ray's given me single-handedly like 85 headaches. Because on top of NCP, D-Ray is also one of my admins in PMU. If you guys don't know, I run PMU. It's the Gen 7 league that like Owen and Liv and D-Ray are uploading. I actually own it. I just chose not to play in it because I didn't want to burn out. D-Ray's one of my admins there, and holy shit, he's giving me headaches in there too. I love D-Ray. He's very enthusiastic, and sometimes it's a bit more of a problem than it is a positive. But nonetheless, we're here to kick D-Ray's ass for all the headaches that he's given me over the past few months. So if you guys are excited, like I said, like button, subscribe button. You guys can see on the right-hand side D-Ray's team. He's got a very threatening team. He's got the round 1 Garchomp, Heatran, Rotom Wash, Scolipede, Slurpuff, Obstagoon, Gourgeist, Conkeldurr, Cryogonal, Xatu, and Togetic. So quick analysis of the team. The biggest threat to our team is actually the Obstagoon. Obstagoon blows our team ass backwards. Our normal resists are Aegislash, who is a ghost type against a dark type, and Aerodactyl, who doesn't actually resist anything because it has base like 25 defense. So Obstagoon is by far our biggest threat to the team. I think that if he brings Guts Obstagoon, we literally just sack Pokemon every time he comes in. Even with our double Intimidate, it does like 60% to Landorus. If it's just Adamant, all out, Facade, Burn, we do not switch into that Pokemon. We can pivot in Aegislash, but we don't pivot into the following knockoff. We'd have to go Landorus in Aegislash, back in Landorus, and then we would take 35%, if that. Like, Obstagoon ruins us. It's such a problem. So we really need to offensive pressure that Obstagoon. I do think though it'll be the Gut set, so we don't have to worry too much about Scarf. So that means we can outspeed and outpressure the Obstagoon. Other threats, Garchomp is very scary, but we do have Landorus and Celebi and Gyarados, so I'm actually not overly scared of Garchomp. Heatran, I have double water and a Landorus, so I really think, knowing how D-Ray thinks, he won't bring it purely because I have a ground type and 2 water types. He's gonna be like, no way. Rotom Wash is a very annoying pivot. I actually wanted Rotom Wash really bad. D-Ray took it the round I was going to take it. I was supposed to take it over Raikou, but fuck you, D-Ray. And he still won't give me Rotom Wash, even if I told him if I win this game, you should give me Rotom Wash. He said, nope, so fuck you, D-Ray. But very annoying pivot for our team. Obviously, one of the better checks to Landorus in the game because it's immune to ground and then just like really fat. Scolipede. Hazards are super annoying for our team. I'm really tired of getting hazard stacked. Shouts to my boys Owen and Box for the Mox. As per usual, they always come up clutch. Fuck off with a hazard stack, bro. Like, first week we had Skarmory and Spikes were super annoying. Week 2 we had Scolipede, and this shit's also annoying because it gets both T-Spikes and Spikes. My poison type isn't real. I refuse to believe Skuntank is a real Pokemon. I hate him. Regular Spikes are super annoying for our team to pivot into. Our entire team is grounded except for Landorus, Aerodactyl, and Gyarados, who are going to be taking rocks damage if they're not boots anyways. So very, very annoying with Spikes, especially because of how much I have to pivot around teams. It's very annoying. Slurpuff can actually be kind of annoying if it is a Calm Mind set, but I'm not overly worried because I do have an Aegislash. Obstagoon, like I said, ripped me apart. Gourgeist, I actually do expect to come as a Landorus and a Gyarados check. Just fat and annoying. It also checks Raikou really well. It'll chew up Shadow Ball, so it's really annoying for our team to break. It can check Landorus because they don't have a reliable Flying Stab. Raikou, because Shadow Ball will bounce off if it's invested. It can check Celebi to an extent. It can check Gyarados to an extent. It can just check everything to an extent. It also is a big stop to Suicune, so Very annoying Pokemon for us. Conkeldurr is another huge problem because another Guts booster that just rips our team apart. Now, Conk's a little bit easier because our entire team, barring Aromatisse, actually outspeeds Conkeldurr, so I'm not as worried. The priority Mach Punch isn't super threatening because I do have stuff like Landorus and Gyarados and Celebi, who are faster and will take the Mach Punches fine, but definitely a problem if I'm in a bad spot and he forces a KO, which is kind of easier to do with Conkeldurr than other things on his roster. Cryogonal, I refuse to believe is a real Pokemon. I hate that thing. Xatu is not a real Pokemon, and Togetic is not a real Pokemon. I personally think this team will be better with Hawlucha on it, D-Ray. Just saying, I think Hawlucha would make this team so much better. If you guys don't know, D-Ray made probably the dumbest draft league decision I've ever seen. He drafted Conkeldurr, and then dropped Conkeldurr for Hawlucha, and then dropped Hawlucha for Conkeldurr 2 hours later. So D-Ray used all his transactions in one night because he was indecisive, and I think it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in draft league, and it's really funny. So that is the assessment of the squad. So you guys can see on our screen, first Mon is Simba, our Raikou with the Magnet with the 28 HP, I can read, 244 special attack and 236 speed, Timid Nature with the Pressure ability with Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Scald, and Aura Sphere. Really offensive Pokemon that goes crazy against his team. Scald is mainly there to hit things that aren't even weak to water, like Garchomp. If I can burn Garchomp, free. Scald and Aura Sphere blow back the Heatran. Aura Sphere is there primarily for the Obstagoon because it does guarantee Oko after a round of burn. Thunderbolt with the Magnet goes unresisted. I'm not scared of Garchomp. I have really good pivots in the Garchomp. I honestly wouldn't even be shocked if he didn't bring Garchomp at all. I have really good pivots in Landorus and Celebi, and even Gyarados can pivot in, and Suicune is really annoying, so I wouldn't actually be shocked if he left Garchomp at home. Thunderbolt is really free, barring that. I don't care if he goes into Gourgeist. I have pivots into Gourgeist. Thunderbolt will still do a good chunk, depending on how invested he is. And Thunderbolt just forces a KO off turn 1 if he doesn't make that aggressive Garchomp play, which I don't think he will off lead. We are 28 HP. That gives us to 9, and that's because I was Life Orb Raikou and I forgot to change it. So we actually could have been max special attack with a little bit of less HP investment, but it's not going to change anything in the grand scheme of things. Timid Nature to outspeed a max speed Scolipede. And yeah, that's about it for Raikou. Next up, we got our boy Mufasa, our Landorus Therian, with the Leftovers ability with 244 HP, 44 attack, 132 defense, 20 speed def, and 68 speed. Adamant Nature, Intimidate ability with Earthquake, Defog, U-Turn, and Stealth Rock. This is a very annoying pivot for his team. D-Ray doesn't have great ground resist. It's just Rotom and Gourgeist, and a bunch of flying types that are really not real Pokemon. I don't count Xatu, Cryogonal, or Togetic as real fucking Pokemon. I think they all are ass. Earthquake does really well outside of that though. With the Adamant Nature, Earthquake guaranteed to kills a no bulk Garchomp, so we can actually 1v1 Garchomp. With the Intimidate, we come in, shoot its hits, and then we kill him back. Defog because we are very annoyed of the T-Spikes and Spike stack from Scolipede, and just Rocks overall from the Garchomp and Heatran are annoying as well. U-Turn to get in and out, give us nice momentum on that Rotom. If we get Rocks up ourselves, Rotom comes in, takes 12% from Rocks, plus the other like 18% or whatever from U-Turn, just overall chipping down Rotom over time. And Rocks, like I said, are very nice against this team. Chip down Rotom, chip down a non-boot Scolipede, give us that extra chip on Obstagoon coming in and out, because if it comes in, it takes 12% from Rocks, it takes the burn damage. We need to chip that thing over time if we can offensively pressure it with something out that's on the field. So that's Landorus, mainly here to pivot into Garchomp, but can also pivot into stuff like Scolipede. We're 3-hit KO by Adamant, Life Orb, what's it called? Aqua Tail from Scolipede. So if he does bring an offensive Scolipede, that is very scary as well. Next up we got Thunderclap, our Aerodactyl with the Life Orb with 28 HP, 228 attack, and 252 speed. With the Adamant Nature with Unnerf, with Stone Edge, Dual Wing Beat, Ice Fang, and Earthquake. Aerodactyl outspeeds his entire team naturally. Max speed actually just outspeeds his entire team. Just max, no Jolly Nature. Outspeeds the Scolipede by 1 point. We are Unnerved to prevent any Shuca Berry, Charty Berry, Yachi Berry, anything like that. And overall, Aerodactyl breaks his team really well. Garchomp drops to Ice Fang if it's not super defensive. Heatran drops to Earthquake. Rotom gets chipped over time by Stone Edge. Scolipede gets dropped by Dual Wing Beat. Slurpuff takes a lot from Stone Edge. Obstagoon takes a lot from Stone Edge. Gourgeist drops to Dual Wing Beat. Conk takes a lot from Dual Wing Beat, and then his 3 birds also take a lot from Stone Edge. So Aerodactyl's a break in this game, does super well with the Life Orb. But I want it to be Boots, but I think his Rocks are less annoying than his Spikes are, so I'm not overly concerned. And Aerodactyl's here to just break and die, so I'm not overly concerned about that. And Aerodactyl just puts on so much pressure. He really doesn't switch into this well, so hopefully we can pick up a couple with Aerodactyl. Next up, we got Tinkerbell, our Celebi with the Twisted Spoon, with 28 HP, 44 defense, 212 special attack, 4 speed def, and 220 speed, with the Timid Nature with Natural Cure, with Psychic, Aura Sphere, Earth Power, and Recover. This Mon also breaks the Aerial team super well. His Psychic resists are Obstagoon. That's it. And fucking Xatu. But like I said, I don't believe that Xatu's a real Pokemon. Oh, and Heatran. Heatran, O-Code by Earth Power if it's not Sugar Berry. Obstagoon, O-Code by Aura Sphere. Straight up. And Xatu, terrible Pokemon. Do not bring fucking Xatu against my team. It doesn't do anything. So Twisted Spoon Psychic just goes crazy. It 2KOs Rotom, so we don't even need the Grass Stab. 2KOs Garchomp, so we don't need the Grass Stab. Slurpuff gets blown back. Gourgeist gets blown back. Conkeldurr gets blown to the moon. Guaranteed OHKO on the Conkeldurr if it's not AV. Aura Sphere guaranteed kills the Obstagoon, and we are faster than a max speed Obstagoon. So overall, this is a breaker. He really doesn't switch into Celebi super well. So that is the one thing I noticed right off the rip of this matchup, is that Celebi does crazy amounts of work against D-Ray. So I'm really excited for Celebi to pop off this game. Just a Zoom Psychic, like I said, just unable to switch into. And we are 3-hit KO'd by a max attack Garchomp Scale Shot after Rocks. Just as a secondary Garchomp pivot, we can pivot into Earthquakes and take Dragon Claws or Scale Shots or whatever have you. We can also take a Flamethrower or a Fire Blast or a Fire Fang or anything like that as well. It doesn't get any bug moves, thankfully, so we are good on that front. Next up, we got Flying Fish, our Gyarados with heavy-duty boots, which I still question how he wears boots because he doesn't have feet, with 132 HP, 156 attack, 68 defense, 4 speed def, and 148 speed with the Impish Nature, Intimidate ability with Waterfall, Dragon Dance, Ice Fang, and Power Whip. Now, Double Intimidate might be scary against a Defiant Obstagoon, but I genuinely think Defiant Obstagoon is a bad set against my team. Why? You have Double Intimidate. It's not, okay, I shouldn't say it's bad. I wouldn't say that it's bad. I think that Guts gives him so much more potential. Defiant Scarf is very situational and involves D-Ray pivoting himself or positioning himself a little bit more, whereas if he just U-turns or Volt Switches and brings an Obstagoon, he forces a KO, and I genuinely cannot stop him from doing that ever. I've made super aggressive plays on his Volt Switch with Rotom or like a U-turn from Xatu or whatever, just to prevent him from just like Volt turning into Obstagoon and forcing KOs, because everything on my team has a purpose. So like Guts is super scary along with his potential Volt turn from the Rotom, so I really need to prevent that. So I think Guts is just by far a better bring against me. We are bulky Dragon Dance Gyarados. This can win in the end game. This also checks as a Scolipede secondary check and a Heatran check. So the goal here, we are 3-hit KO'd by Adamant, Life Orb, Rock Slide from Scolipede after the Intimidate drop. We can set up a DD and kind of clean house. We need to pop a potential Rindo Berry on Rotom if he is scared of a DD Gyarados. We need to pop a potential Rindo Berry on that, and we need to chip down a couple things. Like we need to chip down a Gourgeist a little bit, we need to chip down Conk a little bit, and then after that, this just wins. We can 1v1 Scolipede, we can kill Heatran with the Waterfall, Garchomp dies to Ice Fang, Rotom dies to Power Whip, Scolipede needs a little bit chipped and dies to Waterfall, Slurpuff Waterfall, Obstagoon Waterfall. Like at +1, this thing goes crazy. And even if it can't win, it does break for something like Aerodactyl to clean up, or Celebi to clean up, or something like that. So Gyarados can pretty much clean the game once we get a little bit of chip on stuff, and mainly scout out that Rotom is the biggest problem. So secondary Scolipede check, but can also win. And last but not least, we have Nala, our Suicune with the leftovers, with 204 HP, 92 defense, 4 special attack, 94 speed def, and 116 speed with the Calm Nature pressure ability as well, with Scald, Substitute, Calm Mind, and Protect. This was actually Owen's idea of a set. I originally had Aromatisse, but Aromatisse wasn't serving a whole lot of purpose. It was kind of just there. And it was letting Obstagoon in for free, which was not good for me. So Suicune can actually kind of fuck up D-Ray. If we can get a Calm Mind up, he really doesn't break this Mon Substitute 1v1. If he's Power Whip Gourgeist, that's actually better for us because we can pressure stall him out of Power Whips, and then we actually just win 1v1. +6 Scald to defensive Gourgeist does like 28% or something like that. So he could synth, but we do win that 1v1 as well. We can actually kind of just PP stall out Gourgeist if we need to. It'll take a while, and this won't just single-handedly win the game. We do need to chip down some things and get some information on Gourgeist and what have you. But this is a really annoying Pokemon for D to deal with. 204 HP paired with our 92 Calm Speed Def makes it so a non-invested Rotom can't actually break our substitute with Volt Switch. If he's like 28, 40, something like that, he will have a roll, but it's never guaranteed unless he's offensive Rotom, which I don't think he can afford to bring in this matchup. I think he has to bring really fat Rotom with a little bit of speed, so I don't think he'll have any special attack, 4 at most, maybe 12. Like, I really don't think he'll have much. So we made it so he can't break us with Volt Switch. He has to bring Thunderbolt. If he doesn't bring Thunderbolt or he doesn't click it, then he won't break our substitute at all. We can set up a Calm Mind and then be fine from Thunderbolt the following turn if he has it. So Suicune super annoying for his team to deal with. It's going to involve him using a lot of resources, which is kind of the goal here with Suicune. We're not trying to win with Suicune. We're not trying to do anything specific. We're not trying to wall anything. We're mainly here to just use up his resources, so that way something else can shine in the back. Like if Gourgeist goes out and goes down, it opens up Landorus clicking Earthquake. It forces in Rotom. Overall, it's a super annoying pivot for his team. So that is our squad against D-Ray. I really think he's going to bring the Garchomp, the Rotom, the Scolipede, the Obstagoon, the Conkeldurr, and the Gourgeist. I think those are probably his best 6, just to kind of rip me apart with the Obstagoon, Conkeldurr, set up hazards with Scolipede, Rotom and Gourgeist as pivots, and then try and win in the end game with a Garchomp to after my Landorus and Gyarados have been beaten brutally by his Guts Breaker. So that is the squad I'm bringing against D-Ray. That's what I expect him to bring. So with that, we're going to hop into the battle with D-Ray. So I will be right back. All right, we are here with D-Ray. He opted to bring the Obstagoon, Cryogonal, Garchomp, Rotom, Gourgeist, and Scolipede. No Heatran, which I didn't think would come, but it did come in mocks. No Conk is huge. No, there's something else he didn't bring because he brought the stupid Snowflake. I don't remember what it is. No Slurp Up is really nice because that was annoying for me. We had success leading Raikou. It forces in Garchomp, or it forces him to take a big hit because I pivot into Garchomp well, and if he doesn't go into Garchomp, he does have that Cryogonal, which will take hits better from Raikou, but it still won't want to take a Magnet-boosted Thunderbolt. If we pull up our Calcaronis here, and we go against a standard Cryogonal, level 50. I gotta turn this down, the music's so loud for me all the time. Standard Thunderbolt still does about 30 to 40% to a standard Cryogonal, and Cryogonal does about 20% back to us because Cryogonal sucks! And that's if he's max HP with some Spadef investment, but nothing crazy, just a standard Showdown set. Evaluating the team, Aerodactyl looks really, really good here. Aerodactyl looks clean as fuck. Suicune also looks really good here. If I can, like I explained in the team builder, Suicune does beat Gourgeist with the grass moves. So good luck, fun to D-Ray. Please go check him out. But this is hopefully going to be payback for all the headaches that D-Ray has caused me the last few months because I love D-Ray to death. He is an amazing person and I love him. But he can be a handful sometimes, so you bet get your teeth kicked in, old man. Full load. You about to get this full load. Hold up. Let me stop. You bet it. You're gonna get this full load, D-Ray. I tell you what. So, like I explained in the team builder, I actually like Volt Switching here because it does punish the Rotom. But it also punishes a Gourgeist or a Cryogonal pivot, which are more likely, so he doesn't have to risk the Garchomp. So he may not want to take this. If he does take this, then I just go into my Celebi, but I think he may hard switch to not take this damage, take a Toxic, take whatever, especially when he has Gourgeist and Cryogonal in the back. And if he does take this, we get huge damage. If he goes hard on a Garchomp expecting the Volt Switch, that's fine. We pivot fine in the Garchomp. We have Hazard Move for the Stealth Rocks, so we're not worried on that front. So overall, him going Garchomp is actually better for us. He is going to stay in and take it, though. That's Spadef. You are like AV Rotom. What the hell? Okay, so he's like max HP, max Spadef Rotom. I'm just going to go into Tinkerbell. It does let in the Obstagoon, but if he Scarfed Obstagoon, I think that's a terrible bring against my team. I'm not going to lie. I think Guts is by far superior. As he doesn't go for the Pump. He goes for the Pump. Okay. Potentially scared of the Subtoxic, what's it called? Raikou. That's fine. He has leftovers, so he is that max HP, max Spadef set that we had expected. Or not that we expected, but we just explained because I'm smart. You don't pivot into this. You're not going hard Obstagoon. You don't pivot into this. You don't pivot into this Psychic. His Grass Resist, he's going to go into Cryogonal. Still free 35% off on Cryogonal. Which he's then forced to recover, which I can switch out on and take advantage of. How do I pivot into Cryogonal, though? I have to go Raikou. He's going to withdraw into Cryogonal. Spook E, the Gourgeist, actually. Okay. You don't look very big. Frisk my Twisted Spoon, that's fine. A little bit annoying, but that's okay. This is going to do big damage. That's a 2-hit KO. That's almost a 2-hit KO. It's not going to be a 2-hit KO for the leftovers. I just don't want to die to a Poltergeist, is my thing. I just don't want to die to a Poltergeist. I could go into the Flying Fish, because I'll take any hit. I could also go into Mufasa and get my rocks up. He may fear a knockoff. I think he's gonna Poltergeist here. I think Poltergeist is his best play. I think clicking Psychic here is free though. No, I don't want to risk it. I need Celebi. I need Celebi more than I need Lando. He could pivot Cryogonal here, And if he does, that puts me in a rough position, but I feel like that's a really odd play. I guess it's not the worst play to make. He saw that Psychic do a lot, though. So I don't think he wants to take... Switch out. I don't think he... I don't know. He could Synthesis here. If he does, that's fine. I can just U-turn out on this thing. Intimidate on the Poltergeist. We should take this fairly well. As he Poltergeists miss. Attack my leftovers. This should do like 30 to 40-ish. Never mind, that did nothing. Leftovers. This thing, we have a decent amount of speed in our Landers. We can just U-turn. If he burns us, it's whatever. He doesn't want to get knocked off, and he does have a perfectly good Rotom. So I think I'm just going to click U-turn here. If he stays in, then I can go into Gyarados or Celebi. Yep, I'm just going to U-turn. I don't really want to get burned. That's not on my agenda of things to do. I think he's just going to withdraw here. If he doesn't withdraw, what's my play? I think I have to go... I don't know. This thing's really annoying for me to break. I really didn't think he'd bring it. But it's a good check to Landorus, I guess. He does stay in. Just not fearing anything. So he's clicking Will-O-Wisp here. Almost confident in it. So who wants to get burned? Like, I really want to go Celebi because I have Natural Cure. I really do. I feel like Poltergeist is such a bad play on his part. So I feel like he's clicking Wisp. So I think Celebi is my play. I can also go into Raikou and click Volt Switch. I feel like Poltergeist is such a bad play on his part. It's just not worth it for him. He left it in. He has to be clicking Wisp here. He has to be clicking Wisp here. I refuse to believe he clicked Poltergeist here. I refuse to believe he clicked Poltergeist here. I refuse to believe it. Will-O-Wisp. Nice. Yeah, like Poltergeist there would have been such a bad play because you gain nothing out of it, and Landorus could essentially just kill you if I had knockoff. So burning is fine. I do have the Natural Cure to get rid of this eventually. If he wants to pivot Obstagoon, I don't care. He doesn't pivot into the Psychic super well. We do have Recover to keep ourselves healthy. So I'm just going to fire it off. Give us that free attack. If he wants to pivot Obstagoon, I will respect the Scarf, but I don't think it should be Scarf. I think that's a crazy person play, especially when you have Cryogonal in the back there. Aerodactyl, chipping this thing is really good for Aerodactyl. All I need to do is chip down Rotom, and Aerodactyl can honestly just win the game. If I can, I don't even need, well, it's not that I'm set up. It's just like, I just need to get Aerodactyl in. I also need to prevent rocks, is another thing. Hopefully he'll give me this. I don't think he will. He may be like, I might be able to live to roll, and then stay in. If he does give me the Gourgeist, that's huge. I feel like hard Obstagoon is a bad play. He's going to give me the Gourgeist. Let's fucking go. This should drop here. Yes, let's go, baby. Gourgeist is dead. That's a huge nuisance to our team out of the way. Which I am more than happy about. If he brings an Obstagoon here, I have to respect the Scarf. But I really don't think he brings Scarf against me. I really don't. I think he has to bring in Cryogonal here. I think that's his only real play. And if he goes Cryogonal, I'm just going to go into Raikou. I need to chip down Cryogonal over time. Cryogonal is something I really didn't prep for. I really didn't think it had place in this matchup, but I do have 2 water types and a Landorus. So I guess Freeze Dry is kind of spammable against my team. But I feel like Aegislash just bullied it. But Aegislash kind of had a dick matchup here. So I guess I can understand it. Stone Cold, Cryogonal. You're not a stone though. That's what I don't understand. Is you're not a rock. You're just cold. Withdraw. I think I have to go into Raikou because it's literally the only thing that doesn't die to fucking Freeze Dry. And I can just start firing off Magnet Thunders, or Thunderbolts. I don't think he's going to Toxic here. I think that's a crazy play. I think he just clicks Freeze Dry. I think that's a crazy play if he does click yeah, he clicks Freeze Dry here. I think if he clicked Toxic there, that was a crazy play. As that does, holy shit, 111. I want to see your investment. That's max special attack. He's not super bulky. That's max special attack. So he's likely not that bulky then. He's probably faster than Celebi, very offensive, and then whatever's left in HP. I'm just going to fire off I really want to fire off a Scald here. Nope, I fire off a Thunderbolt. I need to stick to my game plan. I don't care if Garchomp comes in. I don't care if Garchomp comes in. Baby Shark. Do. See, I don't care if he goes into Garchomp. Rocks are annoying, but I can pivot around Garchomp. If he's Special Garchomp, I can pivot around it. If he's Swords Dance Garchomp, I can pivot around it. If he's any sort of anything Garchomp, I can pivot around any sort of Garchomp. If he's a Rocks, I have Defog on my Landers. So I really don't care. Forcing in this Garchomp is more than fine for me. If he doesn't set up Rocks here, I'm going to set up my own. And potentially force that Cryogonal to spin later on. If he's special with Draco, I can pivot around it. I have Celebi that can check this very well. I also have Suicune. As he does set up his own rocks, that's fine. I can just defog them off here, as I really don't want rocks up for my side, as I do have Gyarados, I have Aerodactyl, and I am going to be forcing... I do force myself into a lot of switches with this team, as that's kind of what my hyper offense is meant to do. I could also just U-turn on the Cryogonal. I really want to U-turn on the Cryogonal, because I feel like that's a lot of a safer play, especially because it's so free here. I think I have to make that play. Saying it to myself now. I think I have to make that play. I think I have to make that U-turn play. Yep, as much as I don't want to, I have to make this U-turn play. Because I think Cryogonal is so free here for him. Stone Cold, full load. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. This actually lets me bring in Celebi. Yep, this lets me bring in Celebi, which forces another KO. I really couldn't let him get in the... Cryogonal, because I don't pivot into well that thing, especially with rocks up. So if I had to defog the rocks, I'd go into Raikou, I'd take another 30-ish%, and that would just be really bad. So I'm just going to fire off a Psychic here, I think. Do I fire off a Psychic, or do I keep myself healthy? He has to... I don't know what he pivots into this. It has to be Cryogonal. It has to be Cryogonal. So I really want to pull the double here. He cannot stay in here. I really think he goes Cryogonal here. So I really want to pull the double in the Raikou. I'm going to pull the double in the Raikou. I got to make some sort of aggressive play on this Cryogonal. I cannot let this Cryogonal in because it fucks me up. I can't let this Cryogonal in until... If Suicune can get him and set up an Aerodactyl, set up a Calm Mind, then I'm not worried. Calm Mind Suicune looks amazing here, especially because we dealt with the Gourgeist, and this thing is getting chipped down to hell and back. He can calc against offensive Celebi all he wants. He'll find out that offensive Celebi really doesn't do a whole lot to Cryogonal, even if he is offensive. I think Volt Switching here is a throw. I really do. So I think he has to hard switch, as letting Rotom go would let one of his Lando pivots go. And I think he needs Rotom really, really bad. He does withdraw into Cryogonal. Baby. What? Why did this thing? What? Okay. Going back into Landorus. And I'm doing the same thing again. The fact that he's not Spiked Scolipede as well also means it also screams offensive to me, which I was scared of. Everyone says, like, don't be scared of offensive Scolipede. I don't think it's that great. I was really scared of offensive Scolipede. SD could really fuck me up in the late game here. So, gotta find a position to get Suicune in, which could actually be against this thing. I'm gonna defog against this thing with Landorus' turn. I want to see the Suicune calc against Cryogonal. It only does like 40% to Suicune actually, so not overly concerned. If he has Draco, that's cool prep, but I'm not overly concerned about it. Intimidate the Shark, that's fine. He does withdraw. Does he pull it? There's no way. Good play. Good play. Good play. Good play. Good play, D-Ray. Not mad. Good play. Going into Suicune, as I can eat a Freeze Dry fairly well, unless he is maybe Never Melt Ice. That would hurt if he is Never Melt Ice, but we can pressure stall out some of these Freeze Dries here. Pointed Stones, we have pressure coming out as he probably just fires off a Freeze Dry. He fires off a knockoff. Okay. At +1. +1, we easily chew. I'm gonna set up a Calm Mind here. Freeze Dry will hurt, but we can take it. He's gonna withdraw. He's gonna let me take it into full load. Rotom can't break. Thunderbolt is a chance to break my sub. Volt Switch never breaks my sub. I'm going to sub up here. I could have protected, but that's only giving him more leftovers. I want to see if he has the Thunderbolt or what he has for this. Volt Switch doesn't break my sub unless he's heavily offensive. Volt Switch doesn't break my sub unless he's heavily offensive. He doesn't break it. We're behind a sub now. We got D-Ray at a nice spot. So he's very bulky Rotom, which means he doesn't have much offense. That's perfect for me. I do wish I still had leftovers on this thing, but I can force damage on that Cryogonal, potentially get a burn, and stall out some Freeze Dries, which is really good for us here. He really doesn't pivot well into a Suicune behind a sub right now. Stone Cold. You're offensive. You're not going to take this super, super well. You're going to take it, but not super, super well. It'll take about 30. I could sub again here. No, I'm going to fire for Scald, see if I can get a burn here. If I can get a burn on this thing, it's huge. Freeze dry, that's fine. As it actually doesn't do a whole lot to us. Suicune is here kind of just to force pressure into things. If we lose him on, we can bring in Aerodactyl and really start ruining D-Ray's day. That's the other plus side to letting Suicune do Suicune things. That's half. Burn, burn, burn. That was a crit. Ugh. Okay, sorry, D-Ray. He's kind of forced to recover here, though. I think. No, don't Dynamax. If he's offensive, he'll be doing just under 25% if I get to +2. The +2 doesn't really help me. I'm going to Scald here. The +2 really doesn't change the roll a whole lot. It guarantees it doesn't break my sub, but I'm not going to have much HP to have a sub, especially because I lost my leftovers, so. Letting Suicune go down in exchange for chip for this is actually insanely huge for us. I get the burn. That's unlucky, but it was bound to happen. He has to recover or let me have his Cryogonal here. So I'm going to... If he attacks, I die. So I'm going to substitute here. Because if he attacks, I die. If he recovers, I'm behind a sub. He's going to withdraw. Into full load. Yep. I'm fine with Suicune going down. I'm absolutely fine with Suicune going down. As it lets in my Aerodactyl, which can really start putting in work. He may not have recover on that Cryogonal. He may not. Behind a sub, Thunderbolt is the only thing that can break my sub. I'm going to Scald. If I can get a burn on this, that's huge as well. And then I can bring in Celebi. Cryogonal can no longer pivot into Celebi. And if I can get rid of Cryogonal, then Landorus is so free just to do whatever Landorus wants to do. Cryogonal is very annoying for our team. I will say freeze dry spam is super annoying against our squad. So we really got to be careful with that in future weeks and kind of give that more respect. Can we get a burn? Can we get a burn? Can we get a burn? Can we get another burn? Can we get another burn? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, D-Ray. Yes, sir. Volt Switch will not break our sub. Unless you got heavy investment, but the last one didn't. So I don't think this one should. He did not. So he has to switch out again. And into whom is going to take a Scald? I don't know. Scald burns are unlucky, but that's why we run Scald. We play for the burns out here. We play for the burns. Baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo. Please get burned. Baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo. Please get burned. Dude, if we can go 3 for 3 on Scald burns, he's gonna withdraw again. Into full load. I'll take free chip. Hey, if you handing out free chips, I like chips. I like chips. I like free Doritos. I like your free Doritos. I like your free Doritos, D-Ray. D-Raytos. D-Raytos. I like your free Doritos. Give me your free Doritos. As a Gyarados endgame, free. Aerodactyl endgame, free. So give me your Doritos. That's the title of the video. Give me your Doritos. We are faster, so we get to fire off a nice Scald and a Scaldy Scald. Get him into that nice and red, and he's gonna Volt Switch out, probably into the Cryogonal. Volt Switch, break our sub, probably into the Cryogonal to take us out here. Or into Baby Shark. Either is fine. Baby Shark is actually better for me. I actually really hope he goes Garchomp here. I don't think he will. I think Cryogonal is his better play, but I really hope he goes Garchomp here. If he goes Garchomp here, I think I can win with a Gyarados here. If he goes Garchomp. Goondocks. Sup, ugly? Okay. It's time to find out what kind of Obstagoon this is, because that was the biggest question mark in prep, because I think Guts is by far the best setting as my team, as it naturally outspeeds my entire team. Knock off. Do we see Flame Orb this turn? Do we see Flame Orb? He's not Flame Orb. He's not Flame Orb. I gotta hit a Stone Edge. I have to go on Aerodactyl here. He's Scarfed. Scarf knockoff, we live guaranteed. He's Scarfed. I really don't agree with that bring. I feel like, do I have to edge here? Wing Beat does 60. How much does Gyarados do?
I have to edge here. And if I miss edge, I think it's over. That's so bad. That's so bad. Obstruct. Okay. So I stone edge. Protects himself. He's not... Wait, he's not scarfed. He's not scarfed. What? You're Defiant without scarf then? That was not one of the options. What the fuck? I'm clicking dual wing beats and Celebi revenges you then. Yeah, more likely to hit. I'll get my 50% off. Aerodactyl goes down, but that's fine. Ice Punch. And we live. I really want to make the big boy play and click Ice Fang on the Garchomp here. How much does Garchomp take from a thing? Aerodactyl takes, or Garchomp takes about half. I really want to Ice Fang. I lose nothing from Ice Fanging, because if he leaves this in, I revenge it with Celebi anyways. I'm going to Ice Fang on the Garchomp. I think he's going to get cheeky with it. I think he's going to flex. Full load. He's going to give me this one instead. I missed, so I get my attack off to kill the Rotom. Let's fucking go. Do you die to Wing Beat? Easily. Easily die to Wing Beat. He's gonna give me the Rotom. Let's go. There's one. There's two. Rotom's dead. Obstagoon's not Scarf Defiant. He's not Scarf Defiant. That... Why? Is he Adrenaline Orb? There's a part of me that thinks he's Adrenaline Orb. I go Raikou here. I pivot into Garchomp. I pivot into Garchomp just fine. I go into Raikou and just start pivoting. Huh. Goondocks. What's up, ugly? You're not scarfed. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Show me your Aura Sphere switching, because I don't see it. Scolipede endgame. How do I deal with it? I still Bulky Gyarados in the back. I still Bulky Gyarados in the back. Aura Sphere. Go off. Go off, king. Yes. Okay, the scariest thing to our team is dead now. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Okay. Obstagoon being dead is huge. That was by far the biggest threat to our team, and the fact that he didn't bring either of the viable sets against me is also amazing. Scolipede endgame. Baby Shark do 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 do. I'm going into Landorus and getting rid of these rocks. I'm going into Landorus and getting rid of these rocks. Oh, maybe I should have sacked... No, I can't sack Raikou because I don't have a way of dealing with Cryogonal then. I'm better off letting Landorus die than I am letting Raikou die to Cryogonal. This Cryogonal being on 1 HP is very annoying. This Cryogonal being on 1 HP is very annoying. Dragon Claw will eat. Do I defog or do I U-turn to prevent the Cryogonal from coming in? Fuck. If this Cryogonal comes in, what do I do? If Cryogonal comes in, what do I do? Let's think here. Cryogonal comes in. I have to sack Landorus to it. Sack Landorus, go to Raikou, click Scald. And I can pivot into Gyarados and win the game. I'm gonna defog. I think I still have a note here. He's gonna Dragon Claw again. Defog, get rid of the rocks. Leftovers will put me out of range. I want you to kill me. I want to die. I want you to kill my Landorus so I can win the game with Gyarados. I want you to kill me. I'm putting my rocks up. I want you to kill me, D-Ray. I want my Landorus to go down here. I'm putting up my rocks. I want to go down here. I want him to kill me. Swords Dance. You're being a dickhead about this one. So wait, what? He's at +1? right? Yeah, he's at +1. I spam Earthquake till I die. He's at +1. How much does he need to kill Gyarados? Well, Gyarados come and intimidate again. Yeah, he has to Swords Dance here. So he'll be at +2 when Gyarados comes in. Stone Edge guaranteed kills me. Stone Edge guaranteed kills me here. How much does Raikou do to this thing? 26 to 31. I need just a little bit more chip on this. How do I get it? Celebi. Sack Celebi. Sack Celebi. Bring Landorus back in. Intimidate again. Sack Celebi. Bring Landorus back in. Because I live a +1 with Gyarados. There's no way you Swords Dance again here. That's an absolute throw if you do. Dragon Claw. Bring in Landorus. I apologize for calking so much, but I really don't want to lose this. Okay, so you're at +2. I have 100 HP. He will kill me, so then +1. Ah. I have to Earthquake. Fuck. I may lose this here. I may lose this if he hits Stone Edge. How else do I win this? I don't see how else I win this. It's a 50-50 on whether Gyarados lives, and then I die, and then Raikou wins. No, it doesn't. I have to Earthquake. I think I lose this. Dragon Claw. Oh, I think I lose. Oh, I think I lose. What if he's Rock Slide, not Stone Edge? I live 100% of the time. I go Gyarados. I click Ice Fang. Raikou can't win the game on its own, though. Oh, I think I lose. I think I had to pivot Gyarados there. Fuck, bro. Fuck. Intimidate goes off. It's a 56% chance to Oko me. If I live, I'll die to Rough Skin. So it doesn't matter what I click. He's Dragon Claw. I won the game by Dragon Danced. I think I just threw. I think I had to Dragon Dance there. Because he was Rocks. Oh, I forgot he was Rocks on this thing. Fuck. He was Rocks, so he couldn't have had Rock Slide. Nissan GTR. Can this win? No, it can't. Oh, I lose. I had to Dragon Dance that last turn. Why? Oh, well, he was still faster. Oh. Do I pivot Raikou and go for it? I don't win, though. I can never win. I need him to not kill me. Oh. Jab. Fuck, man. Damn it. Cryogonal fucked me up way too much. Fuck. I needed that win. Fuck. I totally could have won that. Damn it. Damn it, man. Damn it. Thunderbolt. GG's to D-Ray. That cryogonal fucked me up. I really severely underprepped for cryogonal, and it showed. Fuck, bro. Oh, I totally could have won that if I didn't think about the fact that he had rocks. I knew he didn't have a rock move. So I go into Gyarados and I DD on the Garchomp. I DD on the Garchomp. Fuck. Fuck, man. GG's to D-Ray. Please go check him out. I'm actually really heartbroken about that loss because that was not good for me. I definitely could have won that. GG's to D-Ray, though. Please go check him out. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's Wi-Fi battle, please hit the like button and subscribe button if you guys are new. And until next time, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. I'm out.